So in this session, we will go through these three questions from super sums. All these three questions relate to a topic of documents, especially 31 and 34. Okay, then after today, what will remain pending in documents is 68. That is your e-way bills. Okay, so that we will do on, not from, do on 21st, your e-way bills. Then we will do a lot of questions on e-way bills also. But right now, let's see these three questions. So question number 8. Messrs. X, suppose call it X Trans of Kolkata is engaged in trading of transmitters. On 20 May, on 20 May, it has sent 500 units of transmitters for exhibition at Chennai on sale or return basis. Did you understand this? They have sent on sale or return basis. So they expect to either get approval or return the goods within 6 months. Let's see what has happened. Out of said 500 units, 300 units have been sold on 28 July 21 at the exhibition. So I think 28 July. So no problem na with 28 July. When had I sent? I had sent on 20 May. So I had got time of 6 months. So June, July, August, September, October, November. I had time till 19th November. But 300 are already sold on 28 July. So I think for this 300, the time of supply will be very simple. 28 July. Time of supply in the sense date of making invoice. Not time of supply. The date of making invoice will be 28 July at the exhibition. Out of remaining 200 units, 150 have been brought back to Kolkata on 25th November. So are they brought back in time? Time we have calculated just now was till what date? So basically May, June, July, August, September, October, November till 19th November. But when are they brought back? 25th November. So you will have to issue invoice on what date? Exactly on 19th November. That is within 6 months. You will have to make invoice. And balance 50 units have neither been sold nor brought back. Doesn't matter. Make invoice for all 200 units. Explain the provisions under GST law relating to issue of invoices with exact dates on which tax invoices need to be issued by this supplier. Ask for 4 marks in May 22. So similar questions have been asked many times in relation to this is your section 31 subsection 7 sale on approval basis. So see, where the goods being sent, so goods are being sent for sale or return are removed before the supply takes place. The tax invoice shall be issued. When will tax invoice be issued? Before or at the time of supply or 6 months from the date of removal. Whichever is, of course, earlier. In given case, 500 units of transmitters have been sent for exhibition on sale or return basis, out of which 300 units are sold before 6 months. Very good. So when to make invoice for this? Thus, tax invoice for this 300 units needs to be issued before or at the time of supply of such goods, that is up to 28 July. So I don't think there is any problem with this 28 July. Now remaining 200 units have neither been sold nor brought back till expiry of 6 months from the date of removal of goods, that is till 20 November. Thus, tax invoice for the same will be made or issued up to 20 November. Fine. Calculated exact 6 months. So I was being conservative. Expiry. Okay. On exact expiry of 6 months. So 6 months will expire on 20 November. 19th will also be accepted here. Okay. So thus tax invoice for 200 units need to be issued up to 20 November. It doesn't matter that on 25th November you have got 150 units. But what is the status on expiry of 6 months? That 200 units have not yet come back. So make invoice for them. Okay. So if they extend and ask you time of supply in this case, then time of supply for first 300 should be 28th July and next 200 should be 20 November. Next. Clear? Ninth. Utsav Private Limited, Meghalaya. Meghalaya, okay, let's see. But what is the question that we have to see first? See the question first. Company seeks your advice as to how it should raise revised tax invoices. So the question is about revised tax invoices. So first check what was the effective date of registration. Is the registration taken within 30 days from date of becoming liable? So all these issues you will have to check first. Okay, let's see. Commencement of business. What are they doing, by the way? Engaged in supply of gift items and services, repair services. So both goods as well as services. But anyways, I'm in Meghalaya means it is falling in which category? SMPUT, because MMNT is Manipur, Mizoram. SAMPUT, that M is Meghalaya. So I should check aggregate turnover of 20 lakhs. In spite I am selling exclusively goods, but anyways, doesn't matter for Meghalaya. I might be in goods only, services only, goods service, doesn't matter. Always the threshold limit is 20 lakhs. See what happened. I started my business on 1st August. Fine. 1st August I started business. My turnover exceeded 10 lakhs on so and so date, not bothered. It exceeded 20 lakhs on 5th September. So 5th September matters. Why 5th September matters? Yes, now I became liable for registration. Have I made application within 30 days? Yes, because I have made application on 28th September. So tell me what is effective date of registration? Effective date of registration is 5th September and registration certificate is granted on 6th October. So whatever supplies you have done between 5th September to 6th October, for these supplies you can make revised tax invoices within 1 month from 6th October. So simple provision. Is there any specific provision for issuance of revised tax invoices to unregistered customers? See, a supplier of both goods and services whose aggregate turnover in FY exceeds 20 lakhs in a state or UT and 10 lakhs in specified special category state is liable for registration within 30 days from date of becoming liable for registration. Okay, that is the date of crossing threshold limit of 20 lakhs or 10 lakhs as per section 22 of CGST Act. Since Meghalaya is not a specified category state, applicable threshold limit will be 20 lakhs. You can write it in your terms on this answer. I mean this paragraph. But derive that threshold limit is 20 lakhs. Further, where the application is submitted within said period, the effective date of registration is the date on which person becomes liable to registration. Otherwise, it is date of grant of registration. Every registered person who has been granted registration with effect from date earlier than date of issue of registration certificate to him may issue revised tax invoices within 1 month from date of issuance of registration certificate in respect of taxable supplies effected during this period, that is effective date of registration till the date of issuance of what till date of issuance of registration. Since Utsav Private Limited has made application for registration within 30 days of becoming liable for registration, the effective date of registration becomes the date on which company becomes liable to registration, that is 5th September. Utsav Private Limited may issue revised tax invoices against invoices already issued during the period between effective date of registration, that is 5th September to 6th October, within 1 month from 6th October. So see, from 5th September to 6th October, whatever supplies you have done, for that whatever invoices you have issued, against that you can issue revised invoices. Simple. But there is a time limit within 1 year. 1 month, within 1 month, of course. There was one more question asked. Is there any specific provision for issuance of revised invoices to unregistered customers? Means B2C. So see, further Utsav Private Limited may issue consolidated revised tax invoice in respect of all taxable supplies made to unregistered dealers during such period. However, in case of interstate supplies made to unregistered dealers, a consolidated revised tax invoice cannot be issued in respect of all recipients located in a state if the value of supply exceeds 2.5 lakhs. This you will also learn in your topic of filing of returns. So it's bit pending for you, this part. Okay, then next, last question. Karthik and Company registered supplier registered supplier under GST provides following information regarding various tax invoices issued by it during the month of March. First point, value of supply charged in invoice number 1 was 2,50,000. Got it? Value of supply charged was 2.5 lakhs, but actual was 2,30,000. So you have to increase the value or decrease the value. Think properly. Think properly. Value of supply charged in invoice is 2.5 lakhs. Against actual should have been 2,30,000. So you have to decrease the value by 20,000. Issuing what document will you decrease the value? Yes. See this. In first, credit note is required to be issued. Agreed? Please understand. Don't make unnecessary mistake. Next, tax charged in invoice number 4 was 32,000 against actual liability of 68,000. So tax has to be decreased or increased? Increased. Tax has to be increased by 36,000. How will you increase? By issuing debit note. See, debit note is required to be issued. Then value charged in invoice number 8 was 3,20,000 against actual value of 4,20,000. So actual value is 420, but what you have presented right now is 320. So you have to increase the value. So you will issue debit note. So see, debit note is required to be issued. Clear? K and Company asks you to answer the following. Who shall issue debit or credit note under GST? Supplier. Okay. So supplier is the answer. So see, debit or credit note shall be issued by a registered person who has supplied the goods or services or both. That is in this case Karthik and Company. Whether the debit note or credit note has to be issued, that we have already discussed. What is the maximum time limit available for declaring the credit note? 30th November following the end of the financial year to which the supply relates, or actual date of filing annual return, whichever is earlier. Check. Details of credit note cannot be declared later than 30th November following the end of financial year in which the supply was made, or the date of furnishing of relevant annual return, whichever is earlier. You can delete this unwanted part. Delete this. No need to see what was there before amendment. Clear? So you could have easily tackled it. Ask for 6 marks. Okay, so this way your documents question answers can be done.